Hello Internet, I'm from the Internet, my name's Mr. Matt, and this week we're looking at Hibanacon 2019. Roll the titles! Hibanacon is an anime, video game and general geekery convention held in Milton Keynes, within the rather chilly month of November. It's been running in this fashion since 2017 and is partnered Juries in Hotel. It's an ages 18 and up convention, so day drinking is encouraged, permitted. Hibanacon Convention, to give it its full name, is named as such due to Japan's love of the fruit. Back in the days of ninjas and stuff, they would constantly slash fruit, giving it to local kids who needed the sustenance and little old ladies as they love a good banana. The fruit and traditions would go on to inspire putting monkeys into the gacha balls as seen in the documentary game series Super Monkey Ball, and the stunning first-person slasher epic Fruit Ninja. This year's theme for Hibanacon was Hibanacon Horizons. They ended up taking us on a trip across many different countries outside of our solar system and into realms unknown, taking us on a deep journey, deep into our minds, into our hearts, or something along those lines. This year's Hibanacon was also in aid of Cancer Research UK. They ended up having charity auctions as well as donation buckets scattered around to end up assisting in raising money. The events for Hibanacon this year were varied, with various different panels on a variety of different topics, from Korean pop music dance classes to ballroom dancing classes for the upcoming Masquerade Ball at the end of the event. There were a lot of live-action RPG events to end up getting involved with, run over a variety of different subjects and genres. We also saw Bunkerzilla UK, who are an online radio station and also general geek culture podcasting group, who end up running a variety of different shows that end up going across the UK via the online networks. They also ended up having Bunkerzilla versus the World, which was a back and forth debate event where one group would end up arguing for a point and the other group would end up arguing against that point. It was a very fun little panel show that ended up taking place, and I look forward to listening to that on the playback. There was also the dealer's room where you could pick up a wide range of things to end up taking back with you. These could end up being little chibi dolls, or Blu-rays or DVDs, along with keychains and various different things. It was a fantastic selection, as you can see here. There was also the games room, which ended up having a DVR machine, a good couple of semi-retro systems. They ended up having a few emulated systems there, which was nice, but obviously older systems, emulation could be iffy. You also ended up having Xbox Ones, Xbox 360s, PS3s and PS4s, with a range of fighting games and a couple of random little titles mixed into there just to end up cooling off. There was also the Cosplay Grand Prix, which ended up being a quick timed event where you had to quickly construct a cosplay from random scraps that were provided to you. There were some interesting results that came out of this, and it was well worth a look. It was great to also see Tokonatsu there, who ended up running the traditional games room. If you haven't got your tickets for Tokonatsu already, I'd recommend going out and picking them up at the link in the description below. It'll probably be the top one, I'll make that the top one. We also ended up seeing a laser tag section where there was rumours of a war breaking out. However, I didn't see any news reports about this. So I've just heard there's a weeb war about to be breaking out. I can't believe this, but war has broken out in Hibanacon. We're going to be finding out what's happening soon, but we're trying to get updates. As soon as I've got updates, I'll update you. Updates about... The tragedy of war has finally broken out yet again. The cosplayers are raising their laser pistols to end up taking them out on each other. This dub versus sub war has finally ended up reaching its climax. These poor young people will be fighting with lasers for as long as time, or at least until someone can end up making a sensible debate as to one side of the topic. Will any of these young people wake up in the next morning? Who knows? All we can hope is for a brighter future. So, what is in this legendary con bag? Inside of the con bag there is a leaflet for Tokonatsu 2020. There's a leaflet for the Royal Manticorian Navy. I probably ended up saying that wrong. There's also some nice little artwork for a book, Keys of the Origin, Melissa A. Joy. A lovely leaflet for Bunkerzilla. A con book which ends up containing a lot of information about the events. And also we end up having a full rundown of all the events, a venue map,
And that's it. I think that's it. I think that's all of the things that we had in there. I think that's really good, that is. That's nice, that is. Yeah.
One of the things I really ended up enjoying about the event was the small little thing where they ended up allowing the entire event to be synced onto your phone via an iCal attachment. This was really nice. It allowed you to end up having all of the events pop up on your phone, or if you had one of those fancy smartwatches or a Fitbit, you could end up having all the events just pop up there via your calendar. That's nice, isn't it? They had some good social media presence. I haven't ended up doing a deep dive into their social media to end up seeing when they ended up running some things, but from the looks of things they ended up keeping up a semi-active presence. Let's hope that that can end up continuing all the way up until next year's event. So what else can I end up saying about Hibanacon 2019? I thought it was a really fun event. I liked the whole atmosphere of it. It seemed to end up having a lot of camaraderie. There were some whiteboards to end up doing the usual random messages that you could end up leaving to people. Overall, it was a great event. If I were into ratings of any description, I'd probably end up saying 7 small horses out of 9. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you have a fantastic day, and I will see you again at some point in the near future. Oh, I didn't realise there was a refreshers bar on here. That's been there for almost a week. Get in.